proceed and welcome into the guest room. I'm your host, Mike. That's Matthew over there.
Knock.
That's Andy.
On.
And that's KD. Wood. Knock on wood. Do it. Is this wood? Is this like some sort of MDF composite?
It's IKEA, so it's probably MDF.
Yeah. Well,
those Swedes, they love their
What does MDF
it sounds
stand
Danish.
fiberboard. I know that. Something dense fiberboard? Multi-dense?
Modified
Let's see here.
for?
cornstarch.
Material, dense fiberboard.
Is it supposed to be spelled with a colon?
Most valuable fiber.
Medium
something?
density fiberboard.
Medium
So there's
density.
HDF somewhere?
I mean, must be.
High definition?
At like the high-end IKEAs.
Mhm. That'd be interesting.
They keep it in the back if you ask them. You're like, "Psst, got any of that HDF furniture back
I
there?
got cash.
Listeners, if you haven't figured out by now, it's a department store podcast.
Yes. Katie wishes.
Yeah. He's turned it into that.
And also an ice cream podcast.
Yes.
And also
Yes.
a trivia podcast. So we will be playing some of that today. Keep your ear out for the secret phrase. Someone's been assigned one by the other three hosts. It's going to be super secret. It's going to come out sometime during the episode, and you're not going to know who said it or what they said. But if you think you do, send your guest to the guestroom@gmail.com. Another game is called Pub Quiz.
Yeah, I like that one.
We're going to play that game.
Okay.
We've each come with 6 trivia questions
quiz.
for the other
Yeah.
3 hosts.
Nice.
And you can play along at home. It's going to be scored out of
Pub quiz.
possible 24 total points. And we also, the question askers, we get a chance at a point as well if we can craft a question that is got by only 1 or 2 of the other hosts.
On the prompting of James,
Yeah.
last week,
Mhm.
he texted a thread of us and asked, when did the poop knife story come out?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I went back and started listening to episodes, and I came across
Hated that.
Yeah. I caught it, though.
That's the first step to getting better.
A pub quiz that had 40 questions.
Oh,
No way.
we each had 10.
Yeah. And
Oh, man.
it
How long
was
did
not Dixit scoring. Thank you, Matthew, for that suggestion.
Wow.
It was so long, too, wasn't
Wow.
it?
It was an hour
Just
and
went on
12
and on.
minutes.
Oh, my.
But I distinctly remember that episode, 2 different people telling me that was their favorite episode.
No way.
Yeah.
Was it like right after it came out? Because there was only like 12 before that.
Were they struggling with insomnia or something?
May have been. So let's hop in, shall we? Matthew, would you start us off today with your Pub Sixer?
I certainly will. Question 1. This is the second word in the title of a sugary product whose slogan is, "That's rich." This is the second word in the title of a sugary product whose slogan is, "That's rich."
Oh,
Like candy.
Well, clearly. I mean, not like. That's rich.
So it's going to be at least a 2-word thing. So it's not Toblerone.
You said chocolatey?
No, sugary.
Sugary. Sugary, you say. So here's the thing. Katie, you want to group think this?
Yeah,
'Cause
I really do.
So here's the thing.
I'd rather you not, because I'm pretty sure Mike knows the answer.
So here's the thing. I would say like payday because rich, right? Or $100,000, right?
I love 100
$100,000 are great.
Yeah.
That's an underrated candy
Yeah.
bar.
I mean, wouldn't you think one of those? Because it's like that rich,
Wouldn't it be more likely to be talking about the actual flavor?
but it's like a play on words, like flavor and it's rich,
That's rich.
right? Right, Matthew?
I'm not going to give you any hints.
Right?
Yeah.
What do
I'll
you
go
know?
with grand. I'll go with grand.
$100,000?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with it too.
Out of
Power and numbers. Okay.
honesty's sake, I'm not
All right,
going to change my
everybody,
answer to
reveal.
that.
Grand. Coca. Oh, Mike, you are an honorable man. The answer is grand.
What? Really?
Nice.
But Andy did say 100 grand.
Well, yeah. The second word.
That's okay. He had the right idea.
Wow. Good job, Andy.
Well, thank you.
That was very nice of you to give the answer to Katie. And Katie actually took it for once.
It made sense.
It did make sense. But you didn't say chocolate. That was kind of. That's where I was thinking maybe it could be payday.
The group thing consisted of Andy giving Katie the answer and Katie saying, okay, I'll go with that.
I offered a bad opinion.
Katie, remember my kindness.
I will.
Okay.
Oh no!
Matthew, remember mine.
Remember it in Mike's categories. All right, question 2. The official music video for this song, which features the band doing surprise performances, recently passed 4 billion views on
yeah.
YouTube.
The band? You want the band name?
No, this song.
The song name.
Oh,
That
I know it.
don't-
Easy.
I don't know, but I know the band.
Yep.
Just
Does
write
that-
down the
Does
band.
that help?
Wait.
Yep.
I won't give you any credit, but it would
Okay.
help me.
Yeah, I need to write
Point
down the
choice.
song.
Yeah, just the song.
Okay.
I'm already giving myself the star because I'm that confident.
You
Wow.
star yours? You don't check mark yours?
Today I'm starring them. I usually check them.
I checked one once that ended up being wrong.
Whoa.
So
Do you remember it?
ever since then,
I've always wanted to do a pub quiz where like that was pretty hard, but if you check it, you get another point. But if you check it and you're wrong, you lose a point.
ooh, okay.
That's called a sprinkle.
All right, let's reveal. We have sugar, and sugar.
Yeah.
Mike got it after all. His kindness was rewarded with good
Yes,
karma.
please.
All right, question 3.
Mike, how is it that what's his name again?
Captain Beefheart?
Oh,
Captain
yeah.
Beefheart.
Forever in our hearts.
Is the least faded part of your shirt.
Because he's forever in our hearts.
It does kind of
The
look
heart
like
i- the
he's
heart-
fading out of hearts.
His memory is fading.
Question 3. Blank, The Beloved Country is a 1948 novel by South African writer Alan Paton, and Far Blank is a 2004 first-person shooter game. So a little something for you famous novel readers and a little something for you video game players out there.
Repeat.
Blank, The Beloved Country is a 1948 novel by South African writer Alan Paton, and Far Blank is a 2004 first-person shooter game.
I'm confident, but I'm not going to star it. I feel pretty good about it.
I don't feel good.
I'm
about
sure you know it, Andy.
I don't know it as a first person shooter, though. I'll be honest.
He was
Oh, okay.
playing video games in 2004, though. I was.
I
Not.
was, yeah. I was what, junior in high school? Yeah, I was playing video games.
The subtitle is The Beloved Country?
Right.
I bet it's Pakistan.
Every country should have a subtitle.
And it was written
And a
by a South
sponsor.
African guy? Didn't he say?
Yeah,
So he wrote about Pakistan, but he was South African?
Pakistan didn't even exist when he wrote it.
Why do you know that?
It's one of the things I downloaded.
All right. I don't feel confident, but let's reveal. Andy says cry. Katie says cry. And Mike says Lesotho.
I mean,
it's Lesotho. No, I'm just kidding. It's cry.
nice.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So, Katie, which did you know that from? The book,
Far
I'm
Cry.
guessing? Oh, really? From Far Cry?
I've
Okay.
heard that before.
I got it. It's a Far Cry, I suppose. All right. And Andy, you knew it from the book?
No.
you said you hadn't heard of the video game.
No, so I didn't know it as a first person. Like, I think it's like you're out in the world. Right? I never played it. Maybe that's why I don't know what it is.
What games are you not out in the world?
like, maybe third person, not first person.
All right.
The hand motion for
Yeah.
third person.
Yeah, like you're like aerial view of your guy.
There
Not
needs to be
like
more second person video games. That's what I say.
I agree.
untapped market for sure.
This was okay.
You're just
question-
trying to convince somebody to do something. This guy over here.
Question 4. This was an early Christian symbol, perhaps in part because Saint Clement was killed by being tied to one and dropped.
Please repeat.
This was an early Christian symbol, perhaps in part because Saint Clement was killed by being tied to one and dropped.
There's a lot of stuff that you could tie someone to and drop them and kill them. But dropped from what? He could have been tied to a bird and dropped and still been killed.
Common method of execution.
Mm-hmm. When/where was Saint Clement?
Early Christian history.
Oh.
I did originally have a little more in the question, but I felt like it was too easy. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt me.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this one, Matthew.
Uh-oh.
Groupthink?
Oh, no, it's too early for that. Tied to what?
What
How
year
would
was
I
this?
kill someone by
Did we say?
tying?
Did we say a year?
No, early Christian. It was an early Christian symbol, perhaps in part because Saint Clement was killed by being tied to one and dropped.
Tried to one.
Tied to one, yeah.
Oh,
Ford Taurus.
my heart or my brain?
Yeah.
I have something written, but man, this is a stupid symbol.
Yeah.
Like, this is the rally cry of Christian.
I wrote something.
Okay.
All right, let's see it. Andy says chair.
Love it.
Katie says rock. And Mike says anchor. It is anchor.
Oh, good job, Mike.
Good job, Mike.
Mm.
I like getting good jobs when I start poorly in a category. It's like I garner your sympathy.
Oh,
That was
no, that was a tough
clearly
one.
good job. Yeah.
Yeah, I originally had something about the Black Sea in there, but then I was like, this is going to be too obvious if I talk about the ocean. All right, number 5. This is a word for a lovable character in America
Oh,
and for a dim-witted and incompetent person in England. Both are brainless.
Please repeat.
This is a word for a lovable character in America and for a dim-witted and incompetent person in England. Both are brainless.
what's that? Like blob of Jello from Monsters vs. Aliens. Isn't it like Bob? His name's Bob.
It's possible.
Do you remember that kindness I paid to you earlier?
Yeah.
I would like to cash that in.
Okay.
Oh, no. Wait, cash it in on Mike's category. You've done enough to
Do
be
you want
already.
to cash it in?
Yeah, I want to cash it in.
You just want to know what I wrote on my board?
Yeah.
You sure?
This
Oh,
is weird.
This is like reverse psychology. Like you wrote a dumb answer because you don't know it.
Yeah, well, that's true. If you cash it in and it's the wrong
No,
answer.
that's not what this is. This is not a game within a game.
you didn't know it was the right answer at the time. You were just making guesses.
Do you want to know what I wrote on my board?
No.
All right.
Um.
I'm just trying to get out of this with a point here.
a lovable character.
Winnie the Pooh. Oh, he's being a really Winnie the Pooh right now.
We used to call Kevin Eeyore on a regular basis
Oh, yeah.
because he would get so sad when he lost a game. That'd be like, woe is me.
Woe is him. I wrote something down, but I'm like 97% sure it's wrong. Repeat?
This is a word for a lovable character in America and for a dim-witted and incompetent person in England. Both are brainless.
If also I could figure out the theme, that would be helpful.
I can't do that
Why not?
because I looked at the words and nothing made sense.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I've written an answer.
Same, but it's wrong.
All right, let's see. Andy said buffoon. Katie said ditz. And Mike said Winnie. I'm sorry, that's all incorrect. I was looking for Muppet.
What?
Muppet. People, that's an insult in England, but then in America we have the Muppets.
Oh.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All
good.
right. Question 6. What is the common bond between these questions?
Yes.
You got it?
Yep.
Katie's settling in.
Unfortunately, it didn't help me with that last question.
Did not help me with the last one.
Didn't help me with the fourth question either.
Since Katie's not going to read them off, I'll pull a Katie and read them off.
Oh, sorry.
We have-
Grand.
No, don't do
Sugar.
that. Don't do that.
Grand, sugar, cry, anchor, Muppet.
This is not one of those downloaded memories for Katie.
I don't think I've heard of this.
Okay,
All
can I
right.
just say, the last one like gives it away.
Like,
Like
it's Muppets
that-
and it's me.
From the right, yeah, I mean,
that's the only thing that like That's the only word I associate with that last one.
But that's because of the age that you and I are.
Maybe. Okay.
And
Maybe.
we'll have to hear from
I
our
don't
listeners
understand
on
the
that one.
last two.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Katie said pre. Andy said babies. And Mike said B-Day.
No, I said baby.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That really looked like B-Day. Babies is correct. Babies. So,
You've
I don't
never heard
get
of
the
Muppet
point?
Babies?
No.
Mike, I will give you a point because you were honest about the first question. So,
What's an anchor baby?
anchor babies are when somebody like comes to the U.S. illegally, but then has a baby.
Yep.
Because then the baby is a U.S. citizen.
I
if you're
too have
born in
never
the
heard
US.
of that. Or Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies was a great show back in
Yeah.
the day, kid show. But like I said,
Miss
back in
Piggy,
the day.
Kermit, Gonzo.
I mean, I know what the Muppets are.
Do you think I know what the Muppets are?
That's a
Yes.
downloaded memory. Yeah.
You, have
You
no
don't know what the Muppets are?
Wow. Jim Henson's The Muppets.
Okay.
Was that like a Tom Clancy thing?
That file is corrupt in Katie's brain.
Listeners, if you've ever enjoyed Muppet anything, I would recommend The Muppets with Jason Segel and Amy Adams. Very funny movie.
It's Mike's turn.
It's Mike's turn.
So that was a These Babies category.
Oh, how many did you get on that one?
Oh,
Tres.
Breh.
1, 2,
I
3, 4.
got-
4.
4.
Wow.
All right, so we're doing pub 2.
Cool. Was that pub 2, Matthew?
I did pub 1.
Oh, no. Invalid. Invalid.
Invalid.
You won't like pub 2. You don't want to see pub 2. Trust me, Katie.
If you don't like pub 1, you'll hate pub 2.
You'll dislike pub 2 even more.
Question 1. Blank Rob was the character that Jason Statham played in The Italian Job.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have this all be that.
Yeah.
Just
Great nickname.
Names from The Italian Job.
What a great movie.
That's a pretty good movie, yeah.
Wait, don't turn around yet. I don't know it.
But that helps me.
I know.
Would you like to group think it?
I would. Like the Andy form of group thing where Andy's like, here's the answer. All right. I don't think this is right. But
Have
I
you seen
can't
it?
think of another. Yeah, but it's been a long time.
All right, reveal. Matthew says broccoli. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Andy says handsome. Katie says handsome. It's handsome.
Handsome Rob.
Question 2.
Yeah.
Madagascar's Gloria
Uh-oh.
is what kind of animal?
Oh, no.
That's the movie, by the way, not the country.
I'm going to go with this.
That's helpful.
And I don't really have a reason. I'm just going to go with it.
Seems we have answers.
Maybe alliteration.
Matthew says penguin.
Uh-oh.
Andy says giraffe. Katie says penguin. It is a hippo.
Darn.
Ooh.
She is a hippo.
Well, we're all wrong.
Well, I'm wrong.
Alliteration.
Has
would have gotten
anyone
you there.
seen any of the Madagascar movies?
No, but I've seen
The Penguins of Madagascar
the song
movies?
that they do at like the D-backs game. That's the Madagascar Move It.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I know that.
yeah.
Interesting.
I've never seen them
I've never
either.
seen
But
There's
apparently
a
they're
good
big
fictional
hits.
Kevin in there, right?
Really?
Isn't there a Kevin? Or is that
That's-
Happy Feet?
you're thinking of 3-2-1 Penguins.
Oh, maybe that's why I thought this was a penguin.
Question 3.
So wait, is that a character from Penguins of Madagascar?
No, it's the trilogy, I think, animated movie Madagascar with like a lion and a giraffe and a hippo
Oh,
and
okay.
a zebra.
Oh, all right.
So at least I did pick a animal that was in the movie. Got that going for me.
Question 3. Despite John Roger Stevens' reluctance to use a stage name, he eventually adopted this as his last name in the early 2000s.
John Roger Stevens.
Pete?
Despite John Roger Stevens' reluctance to use a stage name, he eventually adopted this as his last name in the early 2000s.
Matthew, you look pretty confident.
No.
Oh.
I just thought of something that was at least a defensible answer.
Who would have John Roger Stevens?
Early 2000s.
Early 2000. But like, he was reluctant, but then he did it in the 2000s. So did he have movies before that were
I think this is a music artist.
really stage name? Matthew, music or actor?
What I've written down is music, but
Oh.
you make a good point about stage name.
Oh no.
I wonder who steps on more stages, musicians or movie actors.
Probably musicians.
Can you read the question again?
Despite John Roger Stevens' reluctance to use a stage name, he eventually adopted this as his last name in the early 2000s.
I've written the wrong answer.
Yep, same.
I prefer the opposite.
Well, you could just tell us the answer.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, I'm gonna go with musician because you guys pointed me there.
All right. We have answers. Matthew says Rafi. Andy says Kid Rock. Katie says Travolta. It's Legend.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah.
So kind of
you guys
both.
will never believe me, but I was thinking about asking who's the guy that, and I didn't want to do it because I was going to have to sing this. Who's the guy that sounds like, "What would I do without you?" All I hear is fart mouth.
What is it? Small mouth?
I don't know.
Sweet mouth?
Would you have known that
What?
if I had been like, "Hey, who's the guy that sings What would I do without you?"
Foul mouth?
Oh, fart mouth. Fart mouth, drawing me in and you kicking me out.
I don't even know that song.
Nope, wouldn't have helped you at all.
You don't know All of Me Loves All of You?
Yeah, I was saying, would you? Yeah, you would have.
Yes, everyone knows the John Legend song.
Oh, I mean, I've heard of it. I didn't know that. I don't know the lyrics that well.
Andy's not real good with music.
Yeah, not my strong suit.
Question 4. This is any class of organic compounds that are fatty acids or their derivatives and are insoluble in water but soluble in organic solvents.
What?
Go read it again.
This is any of a class of organic compounds that are fatty acids or their derivatives and are insoluble in water but soluble in organic solvents.
You want to write a word that has never been a correct trivia answer before?
Same. I feel like I should know this. And I don't.
I've got something.
We've got something. Matthew says
I
cholesterol.
thought about that.
Andy says amino, not to be confused with camino. And Katie says lipid. Lipid is the correct
Yeah.
answer.
I like
Oh.
Katie's answer.
Camino.
Must be one of them cloners. Question 5. Evidence suggests that humans can contract leprosy either from other humans or from this animal,
Oh, yeah.
common in the southern U.S.
Easy.
You know about leprosy, but you don't know about John Legend.
It's very true. And I know about Kid Rock, apparently, but
Oh, is his name John?
I don't know. Is John Legend more of a musician or actor?
Musician.
Do you think?
He's got more Grammys than Emmys.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Interesting.
That just means he's better at it.
Is Will Smith more of an actor or musician?
Yeah.
Actor. He's got more
Do you
Emmy/Oscars than
he had
Grammys.
a lot of? Well, I think he probably had a lot of Grammys
I don't think so, dude.
for DJ Jazzy Jeff. Come on.
I don't think so, dude.
Is Froggy Fresh more of an actor or a musician?
He's more of a boxer.
More of an icon of our time,
Mm-hmm.
generation.
Do we have answers?
Yeah.
No.
Do we want a group think? No.
No.
They both seem to know, so I think the answer is
Katie,
no.
am I allowed to group think it on your category?
What?
Like
You
when
can do
you're-
whatever you want.
with your question, are you allowed to?
All right, I've written down a wrong answer.
We have answers. Matthew says pelican. Andy and Katie both say armadillo. It is correct. Armadillo.
Today I learned.
Yeah, me too. Well, actually, when I prepared this sixer. But what's the common bond?
Oh no. A lipid armadillo legend, hippo, handsome.
Handsome hippo, legend, lipid. I thought it was going to be like moving vowels forward.
Oh. Isn't there some?
It's not college mascots. No, somebody is the fighting armadillos.
Yeah, they are.
But nobody is the lipids.
But
Andy.
isn't like lipid another name for fat?
Yeah.
Is someone the fats?
So it'd be like the fat armadillos.
What?
I don't know. Legend. Something like this, but I don't know what. Katie, I'm cashing in the group think.
Okay.
Tell me what you're thinking.
Let the record reflect. I have the right answer right now before the group thing begins.
Ooh.
I was thinking that one time Matthew did a category where you're supposed to like flip the words upside down.
That's as far as you've got.
And I was like, ooh, lipid.
You
could be
cashed
some-
it in for that.
Well, the next category is his or mine. I'm not cashing it in then. So, well, I'm not even going to tell you what I'm thinking
Well-
because I'm more close than you are. It was a terrible trade.
I mean, I will tell you what I'm just not thinking much. That's all. Handsome, lipid, armadillo, legend, hippo.
Katie used up all of his thinking on last week's episode.
Yeah. And I lost.
Oh.
Legend, lipid.
Can it be like it's not?
Are these like
It's
types
not
of
very-
apples or something?
It's not very like generic, right? Like,
It.
is it pretty specific?
There's definitely a
Yeah.
one right answer here.
Okay.
I like having a liaison.
Mr. O'Brien won't be taking any questions at this time. As his legal counsel.
When was the last time you sat in actually sat in a deposition?
When I was at the AG's office.
Okay.
But I was usually taking the depositions.
Do I dare tell you what I'm thinking to try to draw a correct answer?
No.
out of you?
Sure. What I'm thinking, I was about to write down types of apples.
Matthew's kind of being a curmudgeon, grumpy,
No,
frumpy,
there's no
bullwinkle,
way there's
tutu,
types of
periwinkle face.
So,
What? What?
Come again?
so I have written down something to do with like an outer shell,
Okay.
like lipids,
Legend?
a hardened shell, like they're hardened.
Are all these round? Armadillos, lipids, and hippos are kind of round.
I just like making misleading eyebrow raises to lead them on.
All of these have a certain fat content.
Me on.
Handsome? Handsome.
Broccoli Rob.
Yeah, like you could say, like, oh, he's got a hardened, like he's just handsome. He's a hardened shell. Right? Is that what they say?
Can you
That's
explain that
usually
a little
what
bit more,
people
Andy?
Guys,
I just like the fact that both handsome and lipid are in the same thing is really. I don't
Hey.
even care that armadillo and legend are in the same
You
one.
guys got armadillo. Let me get this one.
was I Am Lipid a sequel to I Am Legend?
I am hippo.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Handsome.
Like lipid isn't anything else. Like it.
But it could be
What comes
Like a
after
fatty.
lipid?
fat. But also, what is armadillo? Can't be anything other than an armadillo.
There's a fighting armadillo,
Yeah.
and from one episode of Friends, there's
That's
a holiday
definitely not it.
armadillo.
No, it's definitely not it. I'm going to do this. Sure.
I'm gonna write apples.
Yeah, this is stupid.
All
What a
right.
waste of a cash in.
We have
I
answers.
tried, Andy.
Yeah.
Let us reveal. Katie says apples. Andy says leagues. Matthew has the right answer. Starts with body parts.
Handsome, hippo, leg end,
Huh.
lipid, armadillo.
Okay.
I got only
That
one,
was it.
but I'm happy with the one I got.
That was a Matthew category. He did something with dishes before, something like that. Yeah. Cupula.
Cupula. Yeah, that's what I remember
I
too.
just thought about that
I,
like
had
last
to, I
week.
had to write an estimate the other day with a cupula in it.
Wow.
think
It was a $20,000 cupula. It
Wow.
was made of copper.
That's very expensive.
Yeah.
Hey, KD.
As if my board couldn't get any more broken.
Benadryl.
No, it's broken.
I will be eating Benadryl when I take a long flight to Paris.
Ooh, we haven't travel flexed in a while.
Wow. Man.
Oh, we're about to travel flex on Kevin
Oh, yeah.
next year.
Ooh.
Hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
Katie, do you also have 6 questions that you can ask us?
Yeah, I do. Andy, did you do pub 1 or pub 2?
Was that
I
your
did
first
pub,
question?
Actually, I did pub 2.
Okay, cool. Well, actually, you haven't done anything yet.
No, I did pub 1.
Wow.
Pub 1.
I forgot that you hadn't. All right, pub 2 coming in. Question number 1. Fill in the blank. Blank at Tiffany's.
Do I get bonus points if I know the band?
Let's real.
It's not originally a band.
The band-
Breakfast.
It's a song.
Breakfast.
It's a movie.
Breakfast, it's a
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
movie.
also a song.
It's
It's a
originally
movie.
And I
also-
said, what about?
Yeah, do you know the
Breakfast
artist?
at Tiffany's.
No, of course I don't know the artist.
Deep Blue something.
Hmm.
That's literally the
Deep
band's
Blue
name.
Sea?
No, it's Deep Blue something is the name of the band.
Okay, I'm working on it. I'm thinking. Give me a minute.
All right, question number 2. Carlos Alcaraz is a top player in this sport.
Excuse me?
Carlos Alcaraz.
Spelling, please.
Sure this isn't prison?
Carlos. Alcaraz. Carlos Alcaraz. Alcaraz is a top player in this sport.
I mean, I haven't heard of him.
But you have heard of it.
I don't.
Everybody ready?
No?
Here we go.
Ba,
Well, let's go with this.
ba.
Oh, sure.
All right, that's real. Mike says bowling. Matthew says baseball. Andy says soccer. I'm sorry, the correct answer is
Bowling.
tennis.
Oh,
Tennis?
Tennis.
Like he's in Wimbledon right now?
Yes,
Doubtful.
at Wimbledon.
Doubtful.
This game, question number 3, this game was invented in India at about 600 AD. Bowling, Mike?
it sounded like a bowling name.
Oh, that's racist.
I don't even know what race he is, but he sounds like a bowler.
I think if I were to pronounce it right, it would have been Carlos Alcaraz.
I don't like this.
This game was invented in India at about 600 AD.
I don't like it either. This is the wrong answer. I'm
This is the wrong
putting
answer.
the wrong answer
I'm
on my
putting the wrong
board.
answer. This is gross.
I know this to be wrong.
Did you get my Sweet James reference via text earlier?
No.
I responded by saying sweet to something, and then I put comma James.
Oh.
Sweet.
Maybe if you had said it in a more of a this voice,
No. Sweet.
I would have
James.
gotten it.
I used to be a dog. All right, let's reveal. Mike says cricket.
The wrong answer.
Matthew says go. And Andy says mahjong. The correct answer is chess.
Wow, this is terrible.
I didn't know that.
Go and mahjong are both
I guess
Chinese.
that's obvious since I got the answer wrong.
Yes, I didn't know that.
In retrospect.
Next question. The rules of this game were officially written down in 1744 in what's now the UK, but it had been played for centuries before that. The rules of this game were officially written down in 1744 in what's now the UK, but it had been played for centuries before that. It'll be played for centuries.
Okay. Don't like this answer either.
Well, you guys haven't been doing really any of that, so
Well,
I'm wrong.
you go with like breakfast at Tiffany's for the first one. And the next three are like
That was my fault.
so hard.
All right, let's review. Mike says cricket. Matthew says checkers. Andy says cricket. It's golf.
Golf is a sport played by gentlemen, not for the likes of you.
Sam Witwicky.
Yes.
The greatest game ever played. My goodness. What is his name in there? In that
The
the kid.
Sam Witwicky?
Yeah.
Francis Ouimet.
I was gonna say Frank.
Yeah, you could call him Frank.
All right. Fifth question. This is a small town in southern England with an earldom.
Pub quiz.
Famously with an earldom, I should say. Small town in southern England with an earldom.
There's two earls that I know in England, and one of them is a T.
So you definitely have this correct?
No, because there could be way more earls than what I'm thinking.
No, you've just written the other one. Or you wrote
Oh,
correct.
wait. No. Oh, this might be wrong. Is this Earl or Duke?
Duke. Duke, Duke, Duke of
Duke.
Earl, Duke.
Okay, changing it.
All right.
Let's reveal. Mike says sandwich. Matthew says sandwich, and Andy says sandwich. You
Oh,
are all
boy.
correct.
I had York before. That was bad.
Oh, I thought you were going with Wellington.
Oh.
What's coming on?
Sandwich, golf, chess, tennis, breakfast. Breakfast.
This may go down as the worst pub quiz I've ever pub quizzed.
Sandwich.
The
Breakfast.
fact that you guys,
I should've
nobody
gotten the
guessed
fourth one.
tennis, chess, or golf is just killing me.
I should have gotten golf. I just didn't think about the theme soon enough.
Hold on. Tennis, chess, golf,
I don't
sandwich,
think we weren't going
breakfast.
to hold on.
Breakfast, tennis.
Hold on, cold.
It's still going. There it ended.
You can at producer Garrett.
Producer Garrett, you've been added.
Hey guys, producer Garrett here.
He's got a little bit of a Sweet James voice himself.
He does.
Oh. Oh, that was stupid.
That was a wry smile. Reveal. Clubs, and clubs. Yeah, that's right. A club sandwich. Golf club is a thing. Chess club is a thing if you're a nerd. Tennis club is a thing if you're rich. Breakfast club is a thing if you watch movies.
Got 3.
Or if you
I got 0.
Puka Nakua. Oof. Matthew Stafford. Andy.
Okay.
Wow. I blanked my own category.
I thought about Breakfast Club right away. I should have been with you on it sooner, but then tennis threw me off because I didn't think about like a tennis club is a place where you go and
Yeah.
play tennis.
I've never heard of it.
I was thinking like tennis racket, tennis this, tennis that.
Okay, this is a
No, a breakfast
continuation
racket would be very interesting.
of sort of the theme of the last pubs where it's just a little bit different. So there's only going to be 2 there's just going to be 2 questions
Yeah.
for this pub.
Oh boy.
The first one. There are 4 states with at least 4 national parks in them.
Wait, we've done this one.
We've done this one.
No. Keep going.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did this one?
Yeah.
Wait.
Hold on. Now I didn't cross
One
it
of
off.
them is California.
I'm gonna
right?
say I'm gonna say California.
No, he
Just throwing
gives
it out
us
here.
California.
I know.
And you
no,
need the other
Let's
3.
think this: Utah,
Okay.
Colorado,
Okay, just kidding. Okay.
Arizona is not in there.
I deleted the wrong. Oh, no. Did I delete-
Alaska. No, it's Alaska, Colorado, Washington.
I deleted
No,
the wrong
Wyoming.
one.
No, wait. What was the third
Ooh.
one? No, I'm not sure.
Ask it again, Andy.
Okay, hold on.
You'll get a lot of points.
I just listened to this.
Okay. We'll do this. Do a switch up of this then. There's only been one question
Ooh,
Oh,
the old switcheroo.
with.
wait. Are you now in Pub Quiz 1?
Yeah. So this is. Oh no, we're yeah.
He's
We're,
looking at the schedule. If I delay enough, we'll never get to pub 1.
we're altering this a little bit. Okay. So the question. There's only been one question. Okay.
California.
The question is: there are 6 states with more than one university system, and I want to tell you what a university system is. For example, in Arizona, you might think, "Wow, we have more than one university system." No, we don't. We only have the Arizona Board of Regents, which operates the 3 major universities. So it's a university system. There are 6 states with more than one of those. I need you to name all 6.
Okay.
It was easier if you'd have just let me ask the other question first.
I was trying to let you ask it.
I should have just struck through. I usually strike through my questions and I deleted them. And I think I lost the ones that I didn't do.
I have a scoring question.
Control Z.
Yeah.
So, how will it work if like Mike gets 4 right and I get the other 2 right? Would you get all 6 points?
That's a good question.
I was wondering about that when I was listening to the other episode.
Should we rank them in the order of confidence?
Yeah. Why don't you do that?
Wait, that doesn't help.
No, I'm pretty sure he would get 6 points.
Unless, well, no, but if there's any answer that
'Cause you
all
just-
3 of us
Yeah.
got, then
Right.
he wouldn't get
That
a
makes
point for
sense.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In its own way, this is kind of a college football question.
Do you think, really?
For centuries.
Also, I'll add cool extra credit if you can tell me which one of the 6 has the most and how many do they have.
I already have one cool extra credit from Andy.
I mean, I just learned 10 seconds ago what a university system is, so
So you haven't spent a lot of time thinking about it, is what you're saying?
Mike, this doesn't, when you're having your breakfast club in the morning.
me and Matty Ice.
Okay, I've given a star next to the one that I think has the most.
Okay. But you had to tell me how many they had
Oh,
for extra credit.
Extra cool credit.
Yeah, extra cool credit. We have answers?
Yeah.
yep. Let's
Okay.
let's talk about it first.
Okay.
Like
So, yeah,
my thought was that it almost certainly has to be physically large or have a lot of people that would require multiple administration trees.
Yeah, I basically just went by like population.
But like there are some that seem obvious, like California, the UC system and the Cal State system. They seem completely different. Fresno
Sure.
State's not on the same level as Berkeley.
That's a good way of thinking about it.
And then Texas, this is more the college football thing. University of Texas seems like it would be a completely different system than Texas A&M and also Texas Tech.
3 different systems or 2?
I think it's actually 4. So I've got the University of Texas system. So that's like UTEP, University of Texas Austin, and I'm sure a lot of other smaller campuses. The A&M system and the Tech system, and then I think there's probably one more Texas State system.
just to be clear, what you are saying isn't a system necessarily.
Well, I know, just because they're named
Yeah.
that way. Just like
Yeah.
Oregon and Oregon State are probably the same system, even though they're
Yeah,
Yeah.
but even like ASU has lots of different campuses.
Yeah.
It doesn't make them have their own system.
I know. It just seems like that would be the case.
Okay.
And also because their football teams really don't like each other. Another one's New York. Just seems like with a lot of people. There's universities of New York, and then there's SUNYs as well, state universities in New York. It feels like those are different. Florida has A&M's, Florida States' and universities of Florida. So it figures like, and then Pennsylvania. Penn is an Ivy League school, and Penn State is completely different than that. Doesn't feel like they'd be in the same admin tree because Penn is actually a good school.
Whoa.
Shots fired.
We just lost our Penn State listeners.
Fired.
Saquon Barkley would have something to say about that.
And Penn State's a fine school, obviously, but
Oh,
it's no
walk
Penn.
it back. Walk it
Yeah.
back.
I need Saquon Barkley
I
to
just
listen
wanna
to this
apologize.
episode. And then for the 6th one, I was all over the place. I settled on Washington, but it's just because I'm from there, and it seems like the left side of the state is way different than the right side of the state. Other options were Michigan, Ohio, and Tennessee.
Okay. Mike?
Instead of Pennsylvania and Washington, I said Illinois and Ohio.
Also good ones.
Matthew?
Yeah, I originally was just writing down states with the biggest populations, but then I started thinking about like the older states oftentimes have like antiquated systems. So then I started gravitating more towards like
Massachusetts
I hate
and
when
New
you-
Hampshire.
older big states.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I've got a mix of big states and old states.
Okay. So let me read off the answers to you guys.
Okay, come
You
on.
tell me if all of you got it or not. First is California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second, Colorado.
No.
No.
No,
No one got Colorado.
no.
No.
Third, this one would have been tough to get.
The University of the Mines or whatever it is in Colorado.
Indiana.
Oh, I
No.
really thought about it.
Indiana.
Oh, the IUPUI and all that.
Oh. Okay. Fourth, New York.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm not faring well. Fifth, Tennessee.
Oh.
Darn it.
Katie thought about it. I get some sentimental points. And last, sheer size, Texas.
Yeah.
So I got 0 points.
You got
Okay. Which one has the most?
Texas.
I had California.
New
That was
York.
my guess.
It's Texas.
4?
With 7.
Oh,
Wow.
you don't-
7 in Texas.
You don't get any extra cool credit.
Yeah. So anyways, that was the college question.
Wow.
The old college try.
I got 0. Wow.
Thra.
3 for me.
Thra.
Yep, 3 for
I
the
got
rest of us.
9 total.
I got 9 total.
I got 10 total.
I got 11 total.
Nice.
Good game.
All right. Final scores as they stood.
That's the closest. I think that's probably the closest
Ever?
pub quiz ever.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, the difference between first and last was 2 points.
Jeez.
Yeah.
2 people got zeros on their own category.
Wow. That's amazing.
Boy, imagine being one of those people.
I can't.
Wait, did you get 0 on your own?
No, I
No,
I
you guys did.
We both did.
I thought you were being like
No,
sarcastic.
Mike and I were just like lording it over you from this side of the table.
Yeah.
Katie and Andy, the two aforementioned, had 9 points apiece. Mike had 10, and Matthew had 11. A dominant performance.
Squeaked it out. Thanks to the body part. That was what did it for me.
Oh, that was so stupid.
That was stupid.
I usually attribute my wins to the body part. All right. Listeners, we played the secret phrase game. And if you think you know who said it and what they said, send your guess to the guest room at the guest room podcast at gmail.com. I mean, you could send it to the guest room at gmail.com too. I don't know if do we have that one? Probably not.
Andy Smith probably does.
That guy's the best. Let's listen to last time's secret phrase, just so we know what it sounds like.
Armadillo.
Someone said the secret phrase last episode.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, if I remember right, it was definitely KD right
Katie
at the
pulled
end.
an Andy and used a valid guess time to insert.
Katie knew it was Chicken Cooperstown, but he was like, I'm not going to be able to get the secret phrase in if I don't say Nordstrom's
I'm going
right
to throw
here.
this game right now.
That's what happened, Matthew.
Yeah, he gave me a big wink right when he wrote it down. So
You are so welcome. Nordstrom's voraciously fancy pants. Pantaloons was the secret phrase.
I did enjoy that one.
you love talking about your department stores.
I do.
I really hope someone is like sure that it was some other phrase earlier in the episode. It couldn't possibly be the one, the Nordstrom's one.
Well,
Oh, I love this podcast.
I'm Ross St. Brown.
I'm not.
Hey, listeners, we haven't eaten our ice cream yet, but you've listened to our podcast, and for that, we appreciate you. For all of us here at the Guest Room Podcast, for KD, for Andy, for Matthew, and for Sam Witwicky, I'm Mike, and as always, farewell.